Isn't it pretty? That's our hotel. It's about 3:30 or so, and we said, heck with it. We're going back to our hotel because we hurt. But it's pretty. So, all right, so you see the beautiful dolphin fish, known as the mahi-mahi, and they're with this shell here, which makes sense, but then you look up and you see all of the water lilies, which would make more sense on the Swan. And if you happen to look at the Swan, and you see the swans there, and then you see shells in the front, that would make a whole lot more sense on the dolphin.
Rumor has it that they got stuff on the top of the buildings, realized that they were wrong and said, heck with it, it's too heavy and time-consuming and expensive to move, and they switched the names of the hotels. So, there you go. But we are going back into the Dolphin to relax. Yeah, my knees are just fighting me, and unfortunately, there's pretty much no painkiller I can take except Tylenol, and she's going to get her knee brace off, and we're just going to relax. And we'll find ways to do that on the other days too, even when we're not coming back here. I mean, we can do another stop here and chill on our other day at the Dolphin, but when we start staying at the timeshare, being able to go back and forth becomes much more expensive.
And harder.
Yeah, and harder to do. So we will be lounging in the deluxe resorts, one of my favorite activities. But we're going to go back up to our room, and maybe we'll chat with you when we get there. So in that musical, magical thing that we know of as punting, in the last video that you saw on this channel, you probably saw where I said, oh, we're going to head off to Epcot next after we hit the resort. And I don't think I did the ride back, but I think this might be the beginning of it. Ow, and ow, yeah. It's tough walking in these things, and Lu with her knee brace, it's just harder. So we came back here, and I laid down in a lot of pain. I can't take pretty much any painkiller, which sucks. So I sat there mentally recalibrating as I was taking a nap, etc. And she laid down. She actually fell asleep. I originally thought, we'll get up at 5. We'll go do the parks and do exactly what we planned. No. I started calculating, well, the park's open until 9:30, so the fireworks at 9:30. Maybe we can this, and I'm mentally seeing like how much little time we can spend in the park and how much little walking we can do. And I started, well, this does not sound useful. So then I realized we are doing a day on, day on, day on, day off, day on, day off. And we only used 4 days in the parks. Now, for me, an annual pass holder, doesn't matter. But for Lu, that does. However, when we went to book the tickets, an undercover tourist, I ended up getting 5 days for the price of 4. Because I said, something, just something, it's good to have it. Well, guess what? Something. So what we are doing is, instead of doing what tonight's plan would have been at Epcot, we're going to do what we were going to do for dinner tomorrow night, which is going to Amare at the Swan Reserve, which is just around the corner. We're going to do that tonight. We've rebooked. We've got a reservation in about 20 minutes. And then tomorrow night, I've already gotten her a reservation. After 2, I can just walk in. And we're just going to do a couple things in the evening after we have relaxed and done a little bit of wandering and massages and chilled all day tomorrow, so that the 2 or 3 hours we do in the evening won't be as physically taxing. And we'll still only have those few things to do in the evening. It's going to be worth it. And we might get some of the extra things done, so on the next day, when we're in the parks at Epcot, we might not have to do that early rope drop. We might not have to do the rush. It's all about maximizing time and encouraging as much relaxation as possible, as much enjoyment of the event.
Pain.
Yeah, and pain is just not fun for a vacation. I mean, not a friendly vlog and all that, but pain, not so much fun. So now, we have about 18 minutes to get over to Amare. So we are going to slowly get up, and I mean slowly, and head over to the resorts.
We went down to the lobby level, or the below level, the first level, and then came out over by the pool area. And now we're walking. And the building down over there is where we're going for dinner. I believe that is the convention center for the Dolphin. Or the Swan, actually. And then, tell me if we need to go faster or slower. And Amare, I believe, is that rooftop. So that's where we're going for dinner.
Don't they have a boat?
Yes, they had paddle boats at one point.
Oh, that would do us well.
Yeah, really. We'd never make it. We'd be pushing with our hands. All right. Oh, this is pretty. So this is the view from our room, by the way. So that we're coming right behind the pools. We'll walk around the pools and go to Amare. To the reserve. Since there's nobody in it, I can show you. Kind of pretty. It looks like it has a waterfall effect, which is not being used right now. So it's a little roundabout to get here to the Swan Reserve, but not too bad. I see there's a place we can cross the street, and then we'll be at our resort for dinner. So tell me, how's your trip been so far at the end of most of one day?
Actually, it has been amazing. I've had so much fun. And we've been walking very slow because, as you said, both of us are kind of like snails.
Gimpy.
Gimpy
and Gimpy too.
Gimpy and Gimpy too, okay. No, it's been fantastic. I mean, we have done so many... It doesn't seem like we did a lot.
No,
but we actually did. And then we went to these two beautiful restaurants for breakfast this morning.
Breakfast was Ronto wraps.
To me, it was like a gyro with eggs and sausage. It was fantastic.
That's my favorite. And she got the regular version. I got the gluten-free version. Video will go somewhere up here with the snacks probably when
And then we went to where for dinner?
We went to lunch. Roundup Rodeo, which is barbecue with a lot of character, a lot of theming. It was very silly,
so
very
much fun. And we both had gluten-free. Which is fine.
She's been lovely eating gluten-free so we can share everything.
Yeah, so I got a steak tonight so she could share it.
And I got a pizza, because that's like...
No, it's been a wonderful trip. And we went back to the hotel to rest. And then we came here for dinner. And then we're going to go to...
The room.
Then tomorrow we may do a little shopping. We're going to have a massage. We may try and go to the pool. We'll see.
Yeah, we're definitely doing the massages. We are going to be going. We have breakfast at Cape May Cafe, which I've heard great things about. So Mickey waffles for breakfast.
Mickey waffles. Wow.
Breakfast there. Then we're going to, depending on how we're feeling, walk through the beach club and the yacht club. Look at the carousel. Look at the train.
Do I get to eat the carousel?
No, it took like a year for them to cook it. Some are really stale.
Okay.
But it's really cool, and you can count hidden Mickeys on it. And they each are selling different. Well, that one is doing one, and I think the boardwalk is. They do a lot of gluten-free gingerbread options. So we're going to see what ones we can pick up and try, and we'll be doing more of that throughout the entire trip. Then we're going to, in the evening, now that we've switched things around and we're just chilling tonight, we're going to go hit Epcot and do the things we did not do tomorrow, because we'll have most of the day off just to relax.
And it's going to be so beautiful at night with the lights.
Yeah, and that's what we were planning on anyway tonight, but why not?
Yeah.
And we'll eat at some of the holiday kitchens. We'll, but we'll base it off of when we're done our massages, because those will be like 4 o'clock or 5 o'clock, by the time we're out and settled and relaxed and feel like what we want to do. So, maybe we'll be in the parks from like 6 to 9:30, see the fireworks go off. And we'll be able to take the boat.
Yay!
So, minimizing walking as much as possible. And then the next morning, things that need daylight or things we didn't get done, we'll do at Epcot. And if we feel we've gotten stuff done that we wanted to get done, we'll change our minds and do something different.
But we got to go to the Magic Kingdom.
That's on our last day.
I don't care. It's got to go to the Magic Kingdom.
I know. We got a whole day there, and we got, actually, on our third park day, now it's our fourth park day, you will have the evening in Magic Kingdom so we can watch the New Year's Eve fireworks the day before.
All right. Oh, that's right. They're going to be early.
Yeah, because we're doing the 29th?
No, it's okay. That's all right. That's okay.
Well, we'll see the regular fireworks, which are also awesome.
I leave
regular Christmas
I
time
leave
stuff.
on the morning of the 30th.
Right.
Yeah.
So there's still lots of beautiful, fun things, but that means we don't have to stay up till midnight, which is when those fireworks are. So that'll be easier. Because she'll get picked up at like 4 in the morning. So
yeah, my flight arrives in Hartford at 9:50.
No, but when does it leave here? That's the real
5:30.
So she's going to...
I take that back. It leaves around 7. So, yeah.
Okay, so she needs to be at the airport around 5.
Yeah.
Yes, which means, luckily, that early in the morning, probably 4:30 will be in... Well, yeah, between 4:15 and 4:30 to go to be picked up by your Uber.
Yeah.
And I'll teach her how to pre-order the Uber the night before or the day before and make sure it's got set. What it does mean, though, is you have to be down there and ready to go out at that point. Like, they will get, you'll have a 10-minute block.
Roll me out of bed.
And we're good. She've made the executive decision that from the Swan Reserve, we are taking an Uber to the Dolphin. Yeah, I know, it's only a mile.
But, for us, a mile is a lot.
It's a big deal on day 1. We've got 6 more days. Even when we've got days off. So we've done a lot of rearranging. We have canceled the breakfast reservation tomorrow because we have so many leftovers from dinner. Down there. Dining review to come shortly. And we just were like, you know, we're really going to sleep in. We're really going to rest. We're not moving till we have to. We're just not putting that pressure on ourselves. So that's where we are. So we've done a local Uber. I was going to look at a minivan, and that was just too much. They're still 3 minutes away, so we'll take a step back. But that's where we are. It was a lovely dinner. Very clean, simple atmosphere, modern atmosphere, quality experience. It was good. It was very good. So, there you go. See you soon. I can't believe you can hear it from here. So, guys, this is the show we were going to be watching not tomorrow night, but the night after. So this is Fantasmic. This is the Mickey Mouse show. Yeah, dun 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 dun. That's probably the end of it, I think, actually. Yeah. Yep, that was it. It was over. Yay! So, for reference, there's the Evil Tower of Terror. Evil Tower of Terror. Grauman's Chinese Theater. And then in blue haze is Galaxy's Edge, the Sticks. Do you see it all?
Yep.
It's pretty awesome. So that's all. So basically we have a Hollywood Studios view. So we really do have an amusement park view. Over there where you see the red and green is Coronado, on the building. That is Coronado Springs. And that place is a moderate resort. That is the quality of the deluxe, but it's a little more separated from everything. But, oh my goodness, that tower, they have like smaller buildings too, but that tower is phenomenal. That's Epcot, because that Epcot just started. Unless you see something shortly, I think we're at the bad angle. I think it's the other side of the building. So we would hear booms, but we wouldn't see anything.
Yeah.
Oh my God, my knees. So there's where we had dinner tonight. The third floor is where, where you see the big bright on the front, that's actually like over here-ish. That's actually the lobby. The third floor is the main floor, which is, that's the convention center. 2 floors up is the lobby, and that's also where the restaurant was. So, not far, but you have to walk all the way around the lake one way or the other to get there. And if we were feeling good, not a problem. But, no. Just how about no? All right, so...
Excuse me, we did walk...
halfway.
We walked there.
Yeah, but after dinner... But we realized, no. After we did that, we went, that was a bad choice. Plans have totally changed. We are just sleeping in tomorrow and getting up when the hell we feel like it. We might even order in room service because we canceled the reservation that we had for Cape May, because I'm going to be going there in January. Heads up, keep subscribing or subscribe to the channel, because I will be back here for Festival of the Arts and to try some other stuff. And that will kind of usurp some of this content to get that content out, because that is more time focused. But yeah, so that was nice. That was the end of Fantasmic. And it was weird. You could hear all the music. I don't know if it's piped in here or not, because it doesn't make sense to be piped in here, but you heard it clearly. And then we heard one boom, which I think is the start of the new Luminous, not Illuminous. Illuminations was the old show, so Luminos. We are sleeping in. We are not going to be doing anything major in the morning. There may only be one vlog for the entire day. We will, if we're physically up for it, go wander over to some of the other neighbor resorts and look at the gingerbread houses and get the different assorted gingerbread cookies. Like I said, we've got the pizza from last night. We have the steak from last night, so we might order some breakfast stuff to fill in the gaps there. And then we're just going to do the Festival of the Holidays food. So there's no real restaurant per se tomorrow, now that we've canceled the breakfast. So yeah, I think we might do an order in of room service. We have spa treatments. Yeah, we're just going to chill. Oh my God, I'm tired, but it's okay. Yeah, so this is the end of day 1. Day 2 is a rest day. Well, okay, it used to be a completely rest day, but because we said we're calling it quits tonight on hitting the park in the evening just because we just couldn't do it, we are instead going to go to Epcot tomorrow night just to watch the fireworks, get on Living with the Land at night, because that'll be our only real chance to be there in the evening. And that's the joy of having a 5-day park ticket with park hopping. I mean, the plan is to park hop on the third park day, but we'll see. You know, we have all that flexibility, and we'll be potentially park hopping on our 4th park day. So, but I'm so glad I thought about it. Like, Undercover Tourist has these buy 4 get the 5th free. I mean, it's not really, but pardon me. So we're hearing the fireworks for Epcot. You hear them, I don't think you can see them, so it's definitely loud. Let me just do one more wander out. Oh, standing. Yeah. See, this is why we're not doing that. Oh my God. I have the knee braces off. I have the back brace off. But yeah, I said we're just going to take a quick look out and we're going to talk because... Did you see any fireworks over there? No. Okay. Yeah, so the fireworks we're just seeing Hollywood Studios, which is still pretty darn pretty. But, you know, there we are. Okay, don't look at the detritus of the room. I call it detritus. Someone told me it was detritus, so I know it's detritus, but I like detritus. It sounds more like the world is collapsing on you. Okay, so again, that's the end of the day. This is taking it slow and enjoying the parks as an adult. Yeah, we had such a good time. Things that happened today that were cool and amazing. So getting her on Rise of the Resistance and taking the bee walk on, which was actually kind of sad. For her first time riding the ride, she missed the pre-show with Ray, and she missed the ship getting captured. So I kind of explained to her what it was, and I put her online so she can see that part, because, man, that's interesting. And then we got her in Smuggler's Run. We weren't pilots, we were gunners, but, you know, we did okay. We only got one coaxium. It was a bumpy ride with the kids in the front. We got... What else did we get? We got Toy Story Midway Mania, and she actually was good, and we got the monster to open with the aliens. I was excited about that. It was a little late, but once she figured out what we were trying to do, she was good. We saw Indiana Jones. We missed the opening scene, but we saw all the rest of it. We saw the Frozen show with the holiday kicker. We really had a nice time. And then tried Roundup Rodeo, and ate at Ronto's Roasters. So, I mean, a really complete day. And I don't feel that we missed anything by doing what we did. I really don't. I feel very comfortable with the choices we made. You know, like I said, in my youth, I would be rope drop to kiss goodnight. You know, Fantasmic just ended at 9:30. That's when I would have been leaving that park. You know, Epcot is doing its fireworks show. Once that's done, then I would be leaving that park. So, you know, I mean, you do what you do. So, yeah, I'm hearing all the booms. I want to see that show. That's tomorrow night. I'm hearing all the cannons going off. I'm so excited now. So that's where we are. I hope you guys have enjoyed this crazy ride along. And we will bring you on for as much of the rest of it as we can. Dinner, by the way, before I sign off, was amazing. We got kind of a slightly conflicting energy initially with the gluten, and then they came out and they started talking to us and like, no, we really care about it. We really try to do what we can, and they warn you it's in a shared kitchen. You know, they don't have a pure only area. So if you are celiac, you got to be careful. And you got to make the choices for yourself. And it's not a Disney property, but they were definitely taking concerns. The chef's name is Maurizio, and he was a charming gentleman, young man. I have to say that now. He's under 30, and I'm not. But he's like the head chef for the entire Swan Reserve. And is a little short-staffed, and I'm just going to leave it at that. Suffice to say, though, he was working his tail off. He'd been at 7 in the morning, and it was like 9 o'clock at night when he came to us. He'd finally finished perfecting the recipes he's going to be doing starting tomorrow. So, and tomorrow onward, it's going to be crazy busy for him. So, while I am sad we don't get to try those specials, I'm okay with that. We did good stuff. You know, we got a lovely basic standard meal. I was curious about trying the old fashioned they had, but I figured a simple wine pairing was more my style tonight. I need a lot of water. I can definitely feel it. I you know, when you feel you just need water, I need water. Even if it's Floridian water, I need water tonight. But yeah, Luis, our waiter, his clean up, I don't know what the busman who was handling the table, bus person, was great. Phenomenal service. I will say that, phenomenal service. And we had this great chat. He came out to ask us about, he came out to tell our waiter about the stuff, and I don't know if they saw the camera and said anything. I mean, unfortunately, the camera was very obviously out. But he introduced us to the chef, and we started chatting. I didn't put him online or anything like that. You know, I mean, I probably could have asked him, but I didn't. And we chatted. We started talking about when he makes his octopus, he takes the membrane off with all the suckers, so it's a more clean, just solid protein. And they sous vide it, and it was lovely. And then I mentioned the gremolata, the pistachio gremolata had such a nice acidity, and so I started talking food on a food level. And I'm not, you know, don't get me wrong, I'm not saying I'm any kind of great knowledge person when it comes to the real details about food, but I do understand the balance. A dear friend of mine for years was a chef, and he explained how you have to have a sweet, a salty, an umami, which is like the bitter and umami, which is, I think, that earthy. And I might be off on those last two. But you need a sort of a balance on all four things for every meal you make or every piece you make for it to be a completely balanced meal or balanced flavor. And he definitely did. You had to make sure you got all pieces together. Like the mayonnaise stuff by itself didn't work, but then when I added the gremolata, I went, oh, okay. And then it made a difference. It definitely made a difference. And you needed all of the tastes in your mouth at the same time. Don't go there. This is not a family-friendly vlog, but we're not going there. It was awesome. And he went, before leaving, you know, and we told him a couple stories and just sharing and talking about food in general. And poor man was still standing after all those hours, but he didn't necessarily, like, he got ready to leave, and there was some story we related back to him. He suddenly was interested again in sharing more stuff. It was very cool. But he went back to the kitchen before he left, and our waiter comes out and says, save room for dessert, the chef's got something for you. I was like, oh my God. Which, I mean, I love, but I was like, I'm so full. I'm so full. I got, you know, that pizza was like a 12, 14-inch individual pizza, gluten-free, tapioca starch crust. Oh, tapioca starch crust. And, yeah, ow. Sorry, my knee's just acting up. But it was really good, and as I just started eating, I went, tapioca starch, yes. Okay, sorry, it's carb making noise. I looked at tapioca starch when it came, I went, yep, I went, okay, yep, because I know that it's the Brazilian cheese bread kind of thing is your crust for the gluten-free pizzas there, and they make their own, so awesome. And then after that, they brought out orancello, which was from our waiter, and it's from a bottle. It's like there's a company that they have that supplies that, but he's never seen it out in the regular stores. And then the tray of desserts. So there was the gluten-free chocolate mousse cake thing. There was fresh berries, and then there was this. I didn't get to try it because it wasn't gluten-free, but this beautiful lemon cheesecake with a blueberry compote of some kind in the middle and fresh whipped cream with white chocolate squares. I mean, it was really pretty. It was a circle, and they cut it in half. She could only have half. I maybe had a third of my chocolate dessert. I had a few berries. I might have some more berries tonight because they're a little fresher. But I was just like, my body was done after the barbecue and everything. I was done. So fireworks are still going on. Yeah, 12 minutes in. I think it's a 17-minute show if it goes like the last one. But that's where we are. Great fun day. Lou's actually chatting with her husband now, so that's why she is not saying goodnight and goodbye with me, but she'll be back in the next vlog. I booked a massage because she had said before she didn't want one, and then she came in. She was, I'm not sure they're going to work on me. I said, well, what are your limitations? She read them. I said, these are the limitations they won't touch. She went, oh, okay. And then we booked her a massage. So we're both getting massages. We're both just, this is a relaxed day. And we may book massages later in the run. It's not going to be here. It'll be at a different location, but yeah, sometimes it has to happen. This is a treat yourself well trip. It just has to be. So, again, if you've enjoyed this video, if you enjoyed the series, if you want to see more of what's coming up, day 1 out of, this is the 23rd, I'm going through the day of the 31st, so 8 more days? Oh my God. Like, share, subscribe, all the good stuff, none of the bad stuff. And don't forget that I don't have a tagline. Singing hey ho, a maiden's life, 1, 2, 3. Hey ho, a maiden's life, won't you drink with me?